It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's caught by Myers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I'm sure after he called the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here's Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Las Vegas touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes, and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete processes a lot of information in a short amount of time and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they get on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
Here's Nix.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Nix once more. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to the air with Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, Don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Another carry now for Madison. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Minshew. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now it's Nix. Caught left side, Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Nix to the air. Open man complete to Humphrey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw is Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Up the middle, it's Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Nix out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing Nix. Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give to Madison. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll begin on the ground with Estime.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Working out of the gun is Nix.
He finds his man, complete.
That's Atkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, Estime.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
This now a 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
First down, here's Estime.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Nix.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Nix looking to throw again.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Will Jordan Humphrey
From 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw into defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. Open man is the 1st-round pick, Brock Bowers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Running free at the 45. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Estime once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They'll hand it to Estime. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Estime.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On the give, it's Estime.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now here come the Raiders. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ritter. Short throw caught by Bowers.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. That one deep for Marshall.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Ritter back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
The Broncos offense and Audric Estime, the running back, ready to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Nix.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
To about the 35, second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Minshew sets to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over first and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nix to the air.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now it's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, it's Estime.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll go again with Estime.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll go play action with Nix. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
A good pickup there, a 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Nix from the shotgun.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
To throw is Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, here's Nix.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Throwing Nix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix.
A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. A gain of 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Madison. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terrace Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver's offense now set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Estime. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Running right, here's that. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On 4th down, Minshew. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
In motion right goes Sutton. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now it's Nix.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Nix to the air.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's caught by Myers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll run. Estime.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here comes Estime.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd and 7.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
To throw is Nix. That is caught.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try it with Estime.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he returns this to the 22. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Minshew.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Straight ahead, Estime. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down and 1. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.